Good afternoon and welcome to Titan Talk. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Sorry for the long pause. We were waiting for somebody who we'll introduce when he gets in here. But as of right now, you have myself, Captain Coop, and we have our wonderful local talent, Major McFarland.
Aloha.
So, thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it so much. Today, we're going to talk about something that we have had, I don't even know how many questions on for how long, but it's body armor. So there are a couple different styles of body armor that you can have. There's inner and outer. And it kind of turns into more of a preference than it does anything else. Some of it does relate to the clients. Some clients want a different look than others do. Some don't want the outer style because of the presence and the...
It's a little militaristic.
Right.
It can be a little intimidating.
Intimidation factors.
If it's a place where they want lots of interaction with the officer, and they're people that aren't used to seeing that style, they request that our guys wear the inners, which... I think look great.
Yep.
And usually like an on-site, it's sometimes, to break it down, the reason why, and there's a YouTube video where Chief Leon kind of goes over the inner and outer with me and...
Major Roses.
Yeah, yes, we were lieutenants at the time. But,
yes.
And so he will break it down and show you kind of the different...
You are totally in camera, by the way. Just absolutely cutting him off.
There you go.
Rude.
Good thing they're here for our voices. The reason a lot of departments went to the outer vest is for specifically just mobility. It's easy to take on and off for the most part. You can throw it off while you're writing a report. These things are hot and they're heavy. Ballistics armor is... It's made to stop bullets, so it's going to be a pretty thick, heavy material. It's come a long way.
I say back from where it is now.
I'm sure when Tommy had it back in like NYPD, he was wearing like steel plates, and they still offer that option. They'll stop the penetration or what these stop as far as penetration goes is all dependent upon the type of round and the feet per second. So your average rounds will be stopped by the soft armor. Then if you guys want to upgrade to rifle rounds, they go so fast they'll cut through this like a hot knife through butter, and so that's why we.
And each style of vest or body armor has a rating. So you'll find there's, I believe the lowest is 2A, and then it goes to 3A, 3A plus. It goes from 3A plus to level 4, 4A, I think, and then I think there's levels above that. But once you start reaching into that level 4 and above, you've gone from
soft armor
to hard armor to from hard plates to ceramic, impregnated ceramic or something like that, and it's this all around. You get more expensive that way, but you get more protection.
Yeah,
but it also gets way heavier. Now ceramics obviously has cut the weight down because it's lighter material than the hardened steel they use for that. But the size of them, you do. Shaughnessy's over here shaking his head no, but you do get some weight.
Struggling. I was not prepared.
You get some weight reduction on it, but it gets to the point it's so encumbering that I don't think it really matters.
Technology is getting so advanced that, and I'm sure this is just what we know about. I'm sure the military has stuff that is like a T-shirt that can stop rounds. So it will continue to advance and make officers safer, lives easier. This is the one that I wear. I'm trying to put it over here. If you want to move that stuff, which we will do. It's going to cut me off, but I think you can see it. This is the one I wear. It's kind of a
so if I remember correctly, the carrier he has here is a Condor. The plates,
Defender.
The Condor Defender. The plates are the same plates I carry, which are the
Ghost Armor
GH
level 3A.
Armor,
Yeah.
GH Armor level 3A. The front of this, where you can see all his attachments and stuff, this is all going to be a semi-personal preference per officer. There's also some things that are and aren't allowed on there, which we're going to go over here in a little bit when we see the other vests that Lieutenant Shaughnessy has brought us as well. But this is one of the more common that you see, the Condor Defender Carrier. The GH Armor, I only know like 3 or 4 of us that are in the company that carry that.
It's expensive.
Yeah. And again, that's going to be different per person on which one you want to get, because the different armors there are, because you've got... Not sponsored by anybody, by the way. You've got GH, which is what I prefer. It is more expensive, but the customization where they actually go full measurement.
Slack, leave it up.
Sorry. The more they do more measurements, and so it fits better around the body.
gotta look good.
versus like some of the other ones that are out there, which are one size fit all. So if you're a large, you're a large. It doesn't matter if you're a large long or a large small. You're a large.
Yeah, GH lets
And
you
so
customize. I have a long torso, so I don't. I think I'm an XL long, and so yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a large. I'm a large regular.
Yeah.
And so that allows that they'll go through and actually customize that to your measurements and make it fit you. So that's one of the reasons I like the GH, even though it does cost more. I think it's I personally think it's better because of that aspect. I know that armor is going to
save up. Yeah, take your time to save up. You're investing in protection
in your life. Yeah, you're investing in something that's going to save your life.
Safe Life is a really good, affordable, reputable brand. I think it came from a guy I've seen on YouTube. He was a guy in Vegas that did like personal protection, and he wanted, because the department gives you your stuff when you're on a police department. Our security officers have to buy their own.
Yes.
And we just can't afford to outfit our guys. And there's discounts we offer that because we buy so many, and I won't say anything because it's not everybody that watches this works for us, but if you want to get a Safe Life, we can get you a discount. And then if it's an approved outer vest site that you work or patrol, obviously it's outer vest. It's easier to get in and out of the vehicles. It takes a lot of the weight off your belt. If you're at a standing post, honestly, the inner vest sometimes works better because you're upright, so it doesn't hurt your waist as much trying to get in and out with all your gear on your belt. Like you can see here on mine, my radio pouch is on the left because I like to be able to hit my radio button instead of having to touch up here where this mic is. A lot of people will use the mic, and there's a button on there you can press. I'll just hold it with my left hand and then speak into the mic. These mics are pretty good at picking up your voice and kind of canceling out the background. My magazines are up front in the middle, so I can get to them easily. So when I go to either combat or tactical reload, I can bring my weapon into my chest, and then my magazines are really close to my weapon, so it's a faster reload time. There's, like you said, it's all personal preference, but there's usually some rhyme and reason to it. You don't want your magazines on the back of your vest because you can't get to them.
So and to kind of reach on that, because since you bring that up, I get asked all the time, hey, well, what if I want to put like a pair of handcuffs back there or something like this? And I get asked that more times than I care to count. And
there's nothing.
The reason we don't keep anything on there is 9 times out of 10 when you see somebody who's got that stuff on there, it's usually because they've got partners. And so most of the time when you're at a post, you're on your own. And so there's no reason to have that stuff back there because there's nobody that's going to be using them. So at least from what I understand. Yeah. So he's got his radio pouch here, his OC, flashlight, mags, and his admin pouch. And his admin pouch has got a pen, notepad. It's where he can place his phone if he needs to and stuff like that.
It's called the desk drawer.
Yeah.
This is where I've got some of my...
we're going through and cleaning out his vest now, apparently.
This is from a detainment I had a while back. So I've got just little things in here that for credentials and stuff. A nice waterproof notepad. So
love that thing.
You can write on this while the pages are wet. They don't. It's like a wax. They don't really get wet. But I spend a lot of time in the field, so you try to make your life more comfortable. I think the actual carrier itself, the Condor carrier, was like $80. They're actually a Condor manufacturer here in Missouri, or one of the places. I don't know where all they are. I liked it because it has a lot of MOLLE, so I can put stuff pretty much anywhere. It's got MOLLE. It's also got it's a cummerbund, so in order to get this undone, you have to unvelcro it from the bottom instead of some vests just have the velcros on the sides. Fortunately, basically a guy I used to work with downtown quite a bit. We were wrestling with somebody that liked to do illegal drugs, and so they had superhuman strength, and they were able to grab a hold of the side of his vest, and he had a vest that just had the Velcros on there, and so it actually unvelcroed his vest and started flapping around on him. Luckily, nobody got hurt, and he didn't lose any equipment. But ever since I saw that, I had already had this one, but that's just it was a worry of mine, so that's why I got this one.
Kind of solidifies it for you.
Yeah, and then it's got MOLLE up here, so you can hook up your mics. I used to actually have a light that I put on this one over here, so if I clicked it on and it faced down, I could see my notepad because
without having to hold
patrols overnight. Yeah, so but that's the Condor. That's the basic. The GH was about $600 or so
for the armor.
Yep.
Carrier was probably about $85, $90,
yeah,
give or take.
And if you're somebody that's wanting to get something different than Safe Life, please contact. I mean, we said this on the show before. Mm-hmm. Contact us, me, him, Lieutenant Shaughnessy, one of the supervisors.
I love buying gear.
So yeah,
Constantly buying gear.
Yeah, he's got like 6 vests. just so you don't go spend a bunch of money on something that's not approved. We have restrictions.
Yeah, there are restrictions when it comes to it, and we've got another one here. Can you show me the one that you use?
The one that I use?
Yeah. So we've also got a Safe Life here as well that we'll show, but I want to show his because his Lieutenant Shaughnessy's vest is a little bit more new age style. I do want to say that these patches are patches that we don't use.
And they're solely for the purpose of being here.
They were my old ones.
Bought special for somebody.
But that's my summer vest.
But this is the summer vest he uses, and this was a style probably I'd say when we first got approval to wear these that we weren't approving because it looks too. It's very tactical.
It's minimal.
And it's minimal, and it's got that very like militaristic look to it. Over the time, we've kind of adjusted everything, and we approve these now. Because of the summer, it's meant for your summer use, and it keeps you cooler, and it works out a whole lot better.
I also feel like it's kind of how you set it up, like if you're coming with an IFAK, all this stuff, and you're like, rifle magazines, but we don't carry rifles.
For those of you who don't know, IFAK is a medical pouch.
Yeah, so I mean, it's all about how you set it up.
Well, and the reason I say that is because I didn't know the first time I heard it, so I'm just putting it out there.
Right.
It's also the position too. Someone that's working patrol or supervisor, and it's not just because we're supervisors we get to wear these. It's because of the climate that you're going to be in. Now, if you're at a library, we're probably not going to approve this vest. You can wear an inner vest, and so that's why I always say, please contact us. We don't say no just to say no. I actually am probably the least strict when it comes to, hey, is that going to help make your life better, keep you safer? Then I'm okay with it, but we still have some. There's
the rules that we've got to follow.
Yeah. But no, this is a really nice one. I probably would have got this if it were available back when I was on patrol.
And as you can see, his setup is different than Major McFarland's. He's got his radio, he's got his admin pouch, and he's got a flashlight on this side.
Yeah, he's the lefty side radio, right side.
No,
his radio's on his left. Mine was on my right.
Oh, mine. What are you talking about?
I also like mine. I don't like mine up on my shoulder. I like it more in the center of the chest. That's where I can just look down and talk, and it's pretty easy.
It's funny as mine is more like McFarland's.
I just turn my head.
Yeah, but if I have my Safe Life during the winter, I'll have my magazines up there and everything. Like that's just a very bare.
Right. Oh, you have a winter vest. I get made fun of for my fence.
Yeah.
This guy has a winter vest.
I do.
I had one. But here, one thing to notice, if you notice on mine, the sides, I had protection. This one doesn't offer that.
Yeah.
So it's open. So it's more what you give up in comfort with a bigger one like mine, and I'm a bigger guy, so it actually really doesn't bother me. Sean's in a lot better shape, and he's just more physically fit, so something like that would be more cumbersome to him. But at the same time, if he's profiled to the side and is engaged by a weapon, there's a good chance that he can hit a vital organ. If you notice these things, they cover your vitals. It's basically your navel or your belly button up to the bridge of your it's like your collarbone, right the tip of
right there,
breastplate there, because everything that's in there is pretty important. If you take one in the arm, hit an artery, obviously that's going to be something you need to get addressed very quickly. But most of those other wounds, hopefully, aren't life-threatening, and you can get those, a tourniquet applied and get those addressed. But
when you need to be comfortable with the vest that you wear, I'm fairly confident that I observe really well in the field. So if I see somebody that's coming at me with some type of firearm or anything, I'm going to be able to turn to them in time.
You're going to turn sideways?
Yeah, and it's all about like the skill level you feel. Right. If you feel like you need more protection, then by all means do it.
Now, kind of the third way that we've seen people wear, trade them out for me, that we've seen people wear is going to be, this is another one that's extremely popular with our officers, is this is Safe Life.
It's kind of a hybrid between mine and Shaughnessy's.
So, and we actually have a lot of officers that wear it with just this way, but with the patches where it's completely blank on the front.
It's so dark, I feel like. Can you guys see like the
hopefully
the
molly
surface? Yeah.
So
hopefully they can see that.
If you guys can't, let me know. We'll go back through and everything, and we'll show you guys.
It looks very similar to Major McFarland's. It's
right.
Just,
it doesn't have
the
big difference between this one between Major McFarland's is on the side here. It's got the Velcro, and then it doesn't actually connect. So McFarland's actually goes over and wraps around to create a sandwich. This one doesn't do that. This does have the option of connecting, and if you're thin enough, not like myself and him, unfortunately, there will be a gap here. This one also, a big difference with this one is this one doesn't have what was it called? The cummerbund. This one attaches just straight to the sides with the Velcro on there as well. Yeah. So this is a very popular one that our officers like to grab because of it does all the protection. It's very, I wouldn't say it's affordable. They offer payment plans, stuff like that. So it's a very good brand, very good vest. Then they've got some of the most cutting edge technology when it comes to vests that I think I've seen in a long time.
That was my first vest, and I love that vest. And I personally kind of think it looks good whenever we just have the patches on it. Especially post bases.
Michael, if you can do that, that would be amazing.
Like if I have to,
what can Michael do?
I would turn up the exposure just a little bit. I don't know how to do that, so Michael, help please.
Well, I mean, we're done showing them now.
Well, we can still show it.
But if I wasn't doing what we do
exposure of me
on like patrol and stuff, then I would probably just have it as the
you're
patches.
Gonna take it down? Okay, never mind, Michael.
Oh, my bad. We can pull it back up.
But yeah, so with the different styles, each one has its advantages. Each one has a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I personally am like McFarlane. I like mine to actually have the full wraparound. My vest that I wear when I'm in the field does have
my
that.
love handles.
It has that siding protection there, so I love that about my vest. Mine doesn't necessarily have the same attachment his does for the cummerbund. That's
Hello.
fine. Hi, Michael. Mine doesn't have the same cummerbund his done. Mine does have something similar to that, to where it latches down in front.
Mm-hmm.
So here, let me show you how the cummerbund works.
Oh, that makes it way better.
Let me show you how the cummerbund works.
Thank you. I think that's good. What do you think?
That looks fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
For those of you who say hi to Michael,
Thanks,
say bye to Michael.
Bye, Michael.
This Velcro is from the bottom. I'm not going to take it all the way up.
No.
This piece.
So this front piece here is the cummerbund, and it unhinges from the back and unvelcros and then flips up, and then as you can see on the side, that's how it attaches. Is that Velcro on the side there that is hanging off to the side. And that attaches Velcro to the front here, and that front slips over it.
It's like a pad.
Right.
Kind of comes up.
This feels like a QVC ad.
For only a special sale price. No, so I mean that's that style. Whereas
this one, the QLS one,
for 7 easy payments.
The QLS ones are kind of confusing at first.
While supplies last. So this one again, you can kind of see that way. You can see the detail on the front.
This one
I really like the honeycomb on this one. It looks good.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody likes the honeycomb. This was given to me by one of our other supervisors a while back.
I'm like looking at it, and I'm slightly
debating
it. I know.
You want to wear them?
Slightly.
Have them.
Slightly.
I gave them to him. They're his.
Wear them.
But
oh, did you?
Yeah, that Safe Life one I wore the first summer that I worked here, and that thing was so hot.
Yeah.
That was like you'd get done with your shift and you would peel that thing off you.
You can see. I mean, that's as far as thickness goes. It's not as thick as a lot of people think.
Yeah.
I like soft armor.
I mean, even just this one on its own, just the vest itself, you're probably looking at what, 6 pounds, 7 pounds?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Without any gear.
Any gear on it.
I've measured mine before. It's like 19 pounds.
Yeah, I say my vest.
Your attachments were going to be majority of your weight.
I say mine. I think mine's right around the 17-pound mark.
Yeah, I got all the crap off my belt. All I carry on my belt is my cuffs and my gun. So that's where a lot of the weight goes. Overall, with a fully loaded weapon, big difference in an unloaded one as far as weight goes.
Yes.
It's really like 22 to 25 pounds of gear usually. And so, yeah, when you can reduce some of that weight, it's going to make you faster, more agile.
It's easier on the hips. One of the reasons I like the outer vest is because it pulls that weight off my hips.
Yeah.
And so it makes
it hurts my back if I stand with it on for too long.
That's why the shoulders, those shoulder straps will just dig into you.
I would, if I were like a post officer, if you're a post officer and have a vest, I would probably distribute evenly between the two or move to an inner.
I say personally, depending on the post I'm at, I would more than likely go with an inner vest. When I first started, that's all we could wear were inner vests, and so I got real comfortable with an inner.
If I took some of this crap off of mine and put it back on my belt, it would probably be a little better on my back. But I just remember when I did the Union Station parade, I was standing inside, and I was in there for like 16 hours on that hard, it's like marble floor or whatever.
Uneven.
My shins and my back.
I don't think. I think even within that though, standing on that for 16 hours just on its own, even if you weren't wearing a fully loaded vest,
absolutely. Yeah, no, I was going to be uncomfortable either way, but.
But yeah, so I mean,
that's what I don't like about my small vest is that there's not enough space to put my magazines up. On my vest, I'd love to have my magazines off.
Trade something out.
Yeah, but I like my admin pouch because I got 5 different phones.
Yeah.
And then I've got my space for my radio.
It's funny talking about admin pouches. I'm pretty sure every supervisor we have has an admin pouch that can fit 4 phones.
Yeah.
Together.
Mine fits just mine plus my notepad. I've had so many people ask me where I got mine. That was at an Army surplus store, and it's actually broken. One of the clips on the so there's 2 straps on the back that you slide down through the molly and then clip to the. I had to super glue one of them, so that's never coming off.
Oh,
or
good.
if it is, I got to cut it off. It was, and so I got it for like $3. It was, I can't remember the name. It was. I'm weird. I like to go to surplus stores and get old surplus
here's
stuff.
What's my admin pouch I bought off Amazon. Like I don't normally buy my gear off Amazon. But when I was looking for an admin pouch, it's like I don't need anything special. It doesn't need to be like
everybody
top
has
of
like
line.
one with like 6 zips, and they're just like
mine's got
it's
2.
like you gotta burp it.
Mine's got
mine just has one zipper.
Mine's got one zipper and it unfold and it opens up and it's got like a pocket for paperwork, my phone, and that's it.
Mine's got one flap.
But the difference, my vest has a kangaroo pouch, so mine actually opens like you can unvelcro the middle about right here. And I got a little pouch in there, so that's generally where I put my phones, goes in that.
Yeah.
My admin pouch holds my pens, my notepad.
When you're on a call and all of a sudden you have like 5 phones ringing, you're like, yes, which one is it?
Yeah, most of them look like fanny packs, and those look stupid. So don't be that guy.
Yeah,
with your fanny packs, get the minimalist with the admin.
But
it
make
also
sure that the vest looks
serves a
professional.
purpose.
That's really it. I mean,
remember
you're not in the military. You don't need to look like you're in the military. You know, there's no need to.
No, it has to be functional. That's the whole
purpose behind it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
if it looks cool along the way, great. But that's not why you do it. And if that's why, you probably don't work for us.
One of the questions I get asked a lot of is what patches can I wear?
It's true.
It's true. One of the questions I get asked a lot is what patches can I wear? The big thing that I always tell people is your name. If you want to put your name patch on the back, like that, the pole handle, or drag handle, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
That's fine. If you want to have a name patch, and if you can fit it on where the patches go, that's great too.
But that's in blood type, I think, is the other one we allow.
The only the 2 that we allow is a flag, like an American flag, and then your blood type. And that's like the only 3 that we really kind of allow is the name tag, the American flag, and then your blood type.
If you currently have like a Punisher thing on there, take it off. It looks stupid.
Whoever I got the report of that has an anime patch, take it off. I don't know who it was, but I got that report.
But the big thing about that is you know I've talked to people before, officers, not officers, police officers, security, you know, about the different styles of patches and types of patches and stuff like that. And I've got some from like I have one from CERT, which is what the weapon our training weapons use for our FATS machine. They're CERT, SIRT. I have a Velcro patch for them. It's really cool. I have it hung up in my car.
Yeah,
you know, and it's.
I got patches there in my
locker. When you
locker.
get those patches like that, like the Mandalorian patch or the Punisher stuff.
Yeah, don't wear those.
They're not meant to be worn on a west that you wear for work. That's meant for more like a personal, where you put
range
it on
vest or something.
Right,
yeah.
personal something. You got a bag that you keep at home with that stuff. You take to range, you put it on there.
Does anybody have? Not to interrupt. Does anybody have questions? That's my job. That's why I'm here.
Sticky note.
Justin said, "Congratulations on the promotions." Thank you, Justin.
Justin who?
Justin Brown?
No, Price.
Oh.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Justin also says, Lulu. Brian says, not sponsored yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Brian was the one that wanted us to do this.
Brian
Brian, have you
also
learned a lot, Brian?
Brian also says, looks like he's got a tiny body in a giant vest with his head poking out of it.
That's it. I saw myself in the camera. Yeah, on the camera.
Let's see.
Brian's going to start wearing a vest
also,
around just for fun.
I'm assuming he's asking this for you, but he says, what is the thoughts on tactical stretchy pants?
They're called 511 striker
511
pants.
striker pants. Exactly.
They literally have like I'm wearing jeans today.
There's some that I've worn that I've gotten like off Amazon just because I saw them. They're so bad. They're so tight. You can't move around or anything. The strikes, they're just flexible.
Yep, they're the best. They're a little expensive, but if you're going to be getting in and out of a vehicle, got to climb over structures or get through small spaces in buildings.
So the one thing I absolutely love about the 511 brand pants that I've been wearing for a decade now is they last forever.
Yeah.
Like you said the color doesn't fade. I've got 2 pairs. I've got like 6 total.
About every 2 years,
I'll get
new ones.
Yeah, I said 2 of them lasted 4 years. I stopped wearing them at work after 2 and just replace them.
Yeah.
But I have 2 of them that I've had for 4 years, 5 years now, and they're still a pretty decent navy blue.
The most important part of the attire today, though.
Of course.
You can
tell
you guys
see
when
that right there, that spectacle. Yeah,
you can tell when you go out onto a
dudes.
site and you can tell that person has no intention of ever buying a new pair of pants. They're just faded. They look terrible.
Yeah.
The Velcro and anything on it, it doesn't work anymore.
I usually change mine after 2 years.
Brown used to have these Velcro patches on the side of his pants that were just
dusty.
did not work anymore. And one day I was like, you got to go to 511 and get a new pair.
So I have a pair of those. Talking about that, I have an original pair of pants that are still
True
good.
Specs?
True Spec from when I first started.
True Specs, not a fan.
And the Velcro is absolutely gone on those, completely destroyed, useless. Those are I call those my work pants. So now when I go like do chores at home or yard work or help a friend build something, I wear those because they're durable, they're cut resistant, they're water resistant. They're still water resistant, but nothing like none of the Velcro works on it anymore. So it's just like my comfy pants.
Yeah. Which I don't mind. Like,
any other questions?
The company doesn't buy 511. But
Brian, that is an absolute negative. I will not be wearing a kangaroo costume for. Actually, you know what? I'll make a deal here.
I'm not shaving my eyebrows.
It's worth a shot.
No. We're gonna have Sergeant Bassett dressed up like Santa Claus, and we're gonna take Christmas pictures with him. He's all for it.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, he says he's gonna grow his beard out and everything.
I like that.
It's gonna be in regulation for.
Let's see.
beard.
Justin's got a good one here. Can we list more of the condor carriers that are acceptable?
Well,
So here's the problem with listing every vest as acceptable because I get that question all the time. There's a ton of them.
Find one you like.
So
and email it to us.
I say my recommendation to everybody is find a carrier you like before you purchase it. Take a photo of it, download a photo of it, and email it to myself, Major McFarland, the lieutenants, and say, hey, I was thinking of getting a vest. This is the one I want.
Yep.
And if you send it in that way before you purchase it, we can say, hey, that's approved, or hey, that's one you could wear, or don't look at this one, but there's this one. We can either help you find one, or we can tell you that one would be acceptable.
The biggest thing I think that people get, like, you got to have the big Velcro strip on the front and one on the back. That's going to be a huge thing.
You have to be able to display the patches, and it has to be something that we feel is going to be durable enough so it's not going to malfunction.
Yeah, if you bring me like a wish.com,
I've had mine for 5 years. I'm due to replace my soft armor because after 5 years
they recommend it.
And so I'll listen to the recommendation. I'll run over like a couple 100 miles on my oil change, but
my body
armor it's going to be.
So my actual soft armor was at its 5 years 2 years ago, and I went and got more from GH, and I'd forgotten how expensive it was.
Yeah.
And so I put the order in like that, and then it came out to the total, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's painful. My life. It's like I got to. But it was just
not as
like,
painful as getting shot.
Yeah. But it's just one of those, it was like that, ugh, I can't believe I'm doing this again.
Yeah. But professional looking vests.
Yeah.
Use your best judgment and then send it to us, and we'll be able to tell you.
We got some really good looking officers that really know how to kind of carry themselves and wear the vests. And so we want you guys to take pride in it, and understand the reasons behind it. And so everybody's like, well, I want an outer vest because there's reasoning for it. And again, if you're going to be standing all day, it's probably not going to be the best fit, because it pulls on your back. It's going to hurt. So
don't bring us a vest without plates.
Yeah.
No point having a vest.
I think my absolute, the worst thing I have for me when it comes to approving a vest, it's one of those, like, I have to stop myself and be like, it's okay that they're new, or this is someone who doesn't know the rules, and I'm going to tell them. But the worst I get is I'll get an email with a picture, and it'll be, can you approve this for me? And I'm like, no, you need to bring me the vest. Oh, I don't have it yet. Well, I'm not going to approve it. You need to bring it to me so I can make sure that it fits. I can make sure that it looks good.
I'll let you know whether it's allowed or not.
Right, and I did that one time, and I said, hey, this would be one that would be allowed. And like 3 weeks later, he was caught in the field wearing it with no patches, no nothing.
Yep.
And he goes, oh, well, Lieutenant Coop said I could wear it. And that got back to me, and I was like, no. And so I pulled up the email, and I called the officer, and I had him come in for a meeting, and I said, this is what I said. And I showed him the email, and he goes, well, I thought that meant I could wear it. No, that means that this is an approved style. You still have to come in.
Yep.
We've got to make sure all the stuff is on there, that it's appropriate.
We have regulations.
You have to have patches.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. Just because other companies don't wear them, well, they're violating the law. So they're breaking rules that they're not supposed to break.
Sarah said her headphones fell out, and she put her headphones back in. The first thing she hears is we have some really good-looking guards.
We do. I'm proud of our guys. We got some real good-looking guys.
Yeah.
Guys and gals.
Professional, taking pride in their appearance.
I said
it just makes you happy, especially.
And it makes the job easier.
I'm just like, gosh,
nobody will listen.
That guy looks squared away. So there's absolutely. I'm not afraid to admit that. I'll say it all day and twice on Sunday, and a pumpkin spice latte. Chiefs play tomorrow.
I bet you can't wait for that to come back.
My wife's already got pumpkin spice creamer at the house. I'll drink one or two just when it's cold out. I like saying it because it bothers you more than anything.
It really does.
My love for pumpkin spice. So Coop's bringing up the weather. I can tell you right now, I looked.
I'm trying.
103 is like the average temp for the next week.
Good Lord.
So please take care of yourselves, guys. It's going to be hot.
All right.
My
so
pool's going to evaporate.
Saturday is 103. No cloud coverage. Sunday is 105, and the sun has a exclamation point on it.
Yeah, we're in a heat advisory.
Monday and Tuesday,
advisory.
105, 103 exclamation points. Wednesday is 100 degrees, and Thursday is down to a chilling 99.
Yeah, we gotta make sure, or you guys, everybody needs to make sure that they're taking care of your bodies. We probably need to get some coolers and pack waters in the patrol cars.
Yeah, so that just reminded me of the time that we were looking at the GPSs for the vehicles, and it was a speed ping, but they were going so fast that it wasn't even a normal speed ping signal. It was just like a pair of wings on fire. And that's what that sun with the exclamation point is reminding me of. It's just
that
like,
makes me feel real good.
Too hot.
Thanks for letting me know we were going that fast.
Well, it was the speed limit. It's just once it hits a certain.
With you.
So, other than that, we're... All right, well, they're done. No.
Now I'm going to have to explain that
your
when we're
Sonic
done.
drink.
All right, so...
I'm Mr. Liability over here, so
it's
my job.
Mr. Sticky Note.
I'm a sticky note, and
Did you get it done? Did you get it done? Did you get it done? Did you... I don't micromanage. Did you get it done? Did you get it done?
Hey, I don't micromanage. I just remind you.
Pretty sure that's the same thing.
No, it's not. I don't tell him how to do it. However he gets from A to B is fine.
You've already told him how to do it.
Yeah, I've taught him, or he's learned on his own.
You're gonna do it this way.
I'm standing at B, going, "Come on!" I don't say you need to go from A to B this way. I don't care how you get there. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
I don't know the way he's telling me.
I'm just the one reminding you that I want a cat
skin. We gotta go this way. Let's go.
Ew, that's a creepy hand.
Turn the podcast off.
Stop while we're behind.
But on that note, guys, we're gonna call it for the day. We're gonna let you guys enjoy your weekend.
Your hand's really warm.
It's hot in here.
Ugh. Gross. It is hot. It is hot.
It's hot in here.
Have a good day, everybody. Be safe.
We appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for everything you do in the field. It allows us to continue to do stuff like this and be weird and let you guys make fun of us. So thank you so much for everything. Remember to stay hydrated. Hydration's the day before, not the day of. And just remember, it's always phenomenal. I had to sneak it in. So thanks, guys. We appreciate it. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.
Have a good weekend.